the man mash up my bumbo clock car. Look on the bumbo clock how far me try avoid the pussy clock, man, brother. Look how me take it banking. I'm try avoid the bumbo clock, man. Look at the man mash up my car. Look at the man mash up my car. Look there. Look there. Team fuck up in the car, brother. Team rear back bus. Some more come out tight. Look at the man mash up my car. Me try avoid him pussy hole. Me try avoid the bumbo clock, man, dog. Watch out. Watch out, look how far me take it banking, me take to see what me see man come to me. Banking, look there. Look there.
People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. It seems as if Jamaican people, them live in a la land. That means them days, them confused, they are easily distracted. Nobody takes the safety on the road very seriously. These people do everything that is pretty much detrimental to your health, detrimental in being alive. Don't know if you drive in a Jamaica, if you live overseas. However, if you're just on the road for one day, you will see exactly what I mean. I've experienced it several occasions on a daily basis, actually. Sometimes it is bad, sometimes it is not so bad. You have to wonder if the devil depends some sorts of tour down here, and the devil is at the hands or the wheels of most of these vehicles. Because when you look at an ACKED-Up like this, the man pretty much depended in the embankment, and the next man left from theme side, opposite side, polar opposite side of the road, and it seems as if he was trying to actually hitting the man. It does not seem as if this was some sorts of ACKED-Up. It seems as if him have some sorts of vendetta against the man. But people like me say, me never did it, me don't know what happened, me don't know if the wheel turned by itself, me don't know if it freeze up, don't know what is the circumstance that led to this. However, we see this too often for comfort. People like me say, the road, how you act is very simple. When you act out of accordance with what you're supposed to do, this is usually what happens. Therefore, take heed. Look on the road, concentrate, focus. Don't be distracted. Don't be on the cell phone texting a look pan pum picture or COCKY picture. This will cause you to lose your life or even at best get injured. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, legendary dancehall reggae artist is getting a BASHING on social media. He is also getting a lot of support from his fans. It is really mixed reaction. A couple of days ago, one of Buju's son made a post on social media. Rest in peace for one of his brothers. That brother's name is Miles Murray. Apparently, he used to live in Florida or he used to live in New York. He lived overseas. America to be specific. The people, I must say, then hold on a minute. How Buju, a big-time celebrity, multi-millionaire, and then him son, they are foreign, a suffer. Him son, they are foreign with all sorts of mental illness, all sorts of issues that led to him losing his life. Don't really know the specifics. The people, I must say, then hold on a minute. Your son lose his life. I ain't make no sorts of post on social media. You were kind of you took a long time to respond or a long time to reply to people that asked the question. The suspense that was out there on social media. There's one specific lady that did some sorts of video about 6 minutes or so long. And she said that that same son, she took him into her house with her son. He was a friend of her son. She took him in for a couple of months because he was doing very bad financially, mentally, all sorts of things. While he was at the house, he told them that, listen, he felt as if his father or family abandoned him. So therefore, he was on the streets, begging, tricking, whatever people do on the street for survive. Don't know the intricate details. The lady said that she contacted the family. The family came and picked him up. When they came and picked him up, she thought that, yes, this youth is going to be taken to some sort of mental institution, get the therapy that he needed. However, 2 tools, he was back on the road again, and that led to his demise. Pretty much, he was like an avalanche just waiting to happen. It was imminent. It was going to be his downfall based on the fast life that he was living. Such is the case. So the lady has said, Buju Banton, as a big celebrity like most Jamaican, them just go around, breed up people, have all sorts of picnic. There's no sort of fatherly responsibility. Them now take care of the picnic them people. Me no know the details. Me just tell you what the lady has said based on the video that is circulating all over social media. She said Buju is a typical Jamaican and people, such is the case. When you look like an artist as an elephant man or a lot of artists, them have all sorts of picnic, breed up all sorts of women all over the world. Everywhere that they go on tour and get some sorts of PUMS, them a blaze up all sorts of can in the club without no sorts of security, no sorts of contraceptive, no sorts of condom. So therefore, them just have free willy with the willy. The same can actually be said of Bob Marley. Bob Marley used to do the same thing. You see him have a whole bunch of sons. However, those sons turned out to be great, most of them being successful. So therefore, in this case, it works. In a lot of cases, it don't, because these children don't have any sort of fatherly advice. Father that is there. So therefore, they are pretty much left on the street. And people, you know that whenever the streets take you under, it a go be dog eat you suffer in a whole lot of cases. Dysfunctional family, lack of fatherly guidance sometimes lead to destruction. So people, this lady has said Buju Banton is responsible, the family is responsible, because they did not do their due diligence, get this youth the proper assistance that he needed. Now people, like me say, me no know the circumstance. Sometimes picnic, if them have all sorts of mental illness, no matter how much you try to help them, maybe this lady knows more than everybody on social media that is giving her a BASHING and defending Buju Banton. But we know, say, the person that is most famous is the person that Jamaicans defend, whether they are right or wrong. Them wrong, them are go strong and wrong. Now, people, like I said, when it comes to these dancehall artists, popular, famous, legendary artists, membership has its privilege, so therefore a whole lot of women want them because of money, because of fame. However, that can also lead to the destruction of the artist himself. And people, I am going to say something, people are going to say that it sounds controversial. In the case of Buju Banton, yes, him have enough baby mother. However, we know the Jamaica culture, man a gallis have all sorts of woman. If you have the money and you have the time and can support them and the kids, nothing wrong with that. However, the flip side is that you can also spread yourself thin. The flip side is that it can lead you to do stuff to supplement your income because you have so much baby mother, so many kids to support and people, truth be told. When we think about an artist such as Buju Banton that was charging 30,000, 40,000 for a show, depending on the venue. And then he got caught in some sorts of mix-up with some sorts of cocoa, in which he probably was making 10 or was going to make $10,000 the most because of the amount of volume and the fact that he was getting it from somebody. He was said to be some sorts of middleman. I don't think that he was any sorts of cartel. Not to say he was guilty, not trying the case, but me just say, because of the pressure, because of he was putting himself or running himself thin, he had to go in other routes to make some money, to make sure same can supplement the music money. people. Me just I tell you what me know because me know of the circumstance. I know a couple of his people that he has kids for. So therefore, this is information that is coming directly from these people because they want money. Sometimes they get money. Sometimes they not get any sorts of money. It was not consistent in a lot of cases. You even hear him on pick them say the father never did it. Whether financially or emotionally or whatever the case is, that is exactly what happened. So this lady have some sorts of points. She is not telling a lie. She has had interaction with the child. She has communicated with the family, don't know what was said. So therefore, she have some sorts of inside information, inside source, that a lot of persons that are talking, bashing this lady are not qualified to talk about. But people like me say, this is social media. People like BASH people, especially when they are not as famous as their artists. And most of them are fans, fanatics. That is what it is called, blind loyalty. People, it is just my views, point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called, bad habits are hard to break. The higher that the monkey climbs is the more that he is exposed. I am speaking about a social media personality. A lot of persons on my channel might not know her. She is known for all sorts of controversial behavior. In a Jamaica, upon the net, she is always in some sorts of verbal dispute, physical dispute. She lives just like puss and dog, always in some sorts of contention, always in some sorts of FIGHT. However, a couple of years ago or so, she tried to screech across the border. A couple of months or a couple of years. People me don't know. I know my kind of people. She eventually got through, got released, was held in a ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement for a couple. Then she actually got released. She had a child. She named that child Ice. People like me say, she can relate to it. It is not something that if I had a baby mother or a wife, I would tell her to name my child after based on the experience. However, her experience would have probably been different from mine. So therefore, she has the right to do whatever she feels proper. So anyways, she got released. She get a baby father. It seems as if she and the baby father in some sorts of drama. Well, it does not seem because, say, she is some sorts of attention-seeking hoe. So therefore, any kind of problem that she has, she is going to display it in the worstest way upon social media. So therefore, everybody knows she and the father for eyes in some sorts of drama. I am assuming that this is what led to her being locked up by the authorities in America. She was locked up. She was charged for criminal damage for property over $500. Second charge, sending terroristic threats and acts. Now, people, like me say, this girl left from Jamaica, run go across the border, seek some sorts of asylum, based on the fact that her life is in danger. When the truth and the fact is that she's a person that always puts herself entangled in all sorts of dirty bungle. Such is the case once again. Now, people, based on my limited knowledge of immigration in America, it is hard for you to be in America if you have some sorts of criminal record after you get a green card and a green card first, meaning new. It is even harder and even more impossible to get a criminal record or get a green card or some sorts of asylum when you have criminal history. When you get charged, if you get convicted for this charge, not to say that she will, because more than likely these people in them baby father drama, they will tend to forgive each other. So therefore, maybe she gets a next chance to do the same thing. However, like I said at the start of this video, bad habits are hard to break. These people like mix up. These people are what we call drama queen. And the reason why they do this is because they have a fan base of people that are more than likely, just like them, controversial, no sort of class, no sort of ethics, no sort of moral. So therefore, they were probably edging her on. Not to say that she need any sort of encouragement for sweeten her labor, because she just love mix up and fight, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. So she end up in the big yard. I seek some sorts of asylum. I seek green card. Don't know how the case is going to work out. However, I know that this is going to pretty much act against her achieving this objective, meaning the papers in a foreign. One thing that they don't like when you come there with any sort of green card and get in a problem, them are going to fling you out on your face. Worse, if you try go there and have bad attitude, have a FIGHT and criminal tendency, which is exactly what Vanny has. She's been all over the place, in all sorts of stuff with all sorts of people, and people like them say, whenever you play stupid games, the prize that you get is stupid prizes. So therefore, she put herself in this predicament. She has nobody to blame but herself. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.